please grab a DIY project, something that you're working on, and just body double with me for a few minutes whilst I talk about how 2025 was and what I'm feeling for 2026. So yeah, just grab a project and body double with me and enjoy. So, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope it's been a warm welcome into 2026. I don't know about you, but often there is a certain type of pressure to be fresh and new and have a fresh start, but technically we are still hibernating. The season is still cold, we're still hibernating, we're still being cozy, and it's okay to still figure things out as we welcome ourselves into the new year. I think we'll truly feel a change in energy when literally the season changes. I kind of use January as like a space to kind of ease into the new year and reflecting on what 2025 was for me and what I could take from that into the new year. It makes sense with all of the scrapbooking right now because I am such a visual person and I never really do scrapbooking. The last time I did it was 2016 and I really wanted to continue that in 2025 because of how much I remembered my year just from like collecting all of the physical like memories and just adding them to these pages right now. I think often in our 20s we are living in like airplane mode. We're constantly like doing the same like work routine. There's a saying about how our brain gets used to the routine, which makes time feel faster, which is so true because and so like doing these things, DIY craft projects and picking up something like a hobby or just doing something different really changes your day. It just makes you sit down and feel more present. For example, like this start of the year, I have been putting my phone in grayscale and offloading Instagram. I started doing that because I noticed how often I was picking up my phone and checking Instagram mindlessly, and it's been strong so far. Like for the past 3 weeks I have managed to only check Instagram like minimally during the weekdays because it's not on my phone, it's on my iPad, and then during the weekends I will re-upload Instagram on my phone and I'll post on some stories on my Instagram and things like that. But yeah, it's really nice to kind of feel more in control of how I use my phone. I really like these trends I'm seeing of like bringing physical media back. I think it's so important, and I also really like the creative ways that people are doing to kind of limit their phone time and create better boundaries. For example, like I saw one creator create like a house for their phone to kind of live in and kind of go to sleep, which is such a sweet concept. Or if you're thinking of something that's kind of more blunt, then I saw another creator create like a chain tied to their wall in their phone. There's some really cool ways that people are approaching this trend, and I really do hope that this trend stays because I think it's only for the better. Like it's making us show up more and be present in ourselves and with each other. Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying this yap. I can't lie, like it just feels good. You'll see in my scrapbook that I am currently folding different like pieces of paper with dates on them and like something written inside. That's actually pieces from my good things jar. I saw this from another creator, I think it was Latoya, shout out Latoya, who's an awesome creative. I wanted to commit to this and just remember the good things in my year. What it is essentially writing what happened each week that was good and storing it in a jar or in a box, and you know, by the end of the year you can pick up and open all of the good things that happened and remembered throughout the year. And these can be simple things like a small interaction or an achievement that you know you had that week, or just a small win like making your own dinner. Just adding those things means that, you know, in 10 years time, if I do open this again, this scrapbook, I'll be able to like just remember what my life was like in that year. 1 year is really short when you think about it. Not to get existential in this body doubling scrapbooking session, but 1 year is quite small. Like when you think about the years in like percentages, 1 year is like just 2% of your life. And I think often we forget the small things and those things that are good. Make sure you have lunch. Make sure you eat. Make sure you have your food. Take breaks, it's important. Breaks are important. Guys, I'm knackered. Like, I'm just scrapbooking as I go. Like, I've not, like, everything's still incomplete, but like I'm building the foundations of it. And I'm tired. I'm having a good time. Don't get me wrong, I am. It's just long. Yeah, so last year was Year of the Snake. That was a year of transformation, shedding your skin. Do let me know in the comments what your biggest lesson was from 2025. I learned how to really be independent. I had ended a long-term relationship. I literally started the new year independent and single. I really held myself accountable to showing up for myself and honoring my alone time a lot more. It was basically like learning to be my best friend again. I think often when people leave long-term relationships, you realize the things that you didn't take care of. You will notice things that you haven't shown up for in a while in your personal life. And I think anyone who is experiencing ending a long-term relationship right now, you just really have to be kind to yourself and allow yourself to shed and transform. Yeah, just learning to love myself wholeheartedly and be my best friend. That was the main intention for 2025. And I really am proud of myself for, you know, taking that time. I'd love to talk about that in another video, just being independent and what I learned from being proudly alone. So yeah, like honestly 2025 was really good. I managed to travel a lot. I managed to travel with my grandma and connect with her. She's an independent baddie. I managed to also solo trip to Madeira. It was a nice welcome into turning 25 years old. Yeah, like I also really created a lot of YouTube videos again. 2025 was the year like I really believed in myself and just did things that I felt was right to do. You know, not to mention Ikigai, a buzzword in my channel. But yeah, Ikigai was Ikigaiing. If you've not done the worksheet yet, do it. Like, it's so intentional. It makes you think more intentionally about what you're passionate about and are you incorporating that into your life. And I think, you know, 2025 was a crazy, like, I would describe 2025 as like a crazy year of lessons and just a series of events, because it honestly felt like 3 years in one. My intentions for 2026 is to be just as weird as I was in year 8. I need to be as weird as my 14-year-old self. And you know what? It's starting off great because I have binge watched Heated Rivalry for the past like 4 times this week. So we're off to a good start and it's only January and I can't wait to talk about that in another video. 2026 is the new 2016. It's a time for us to be swaggy again. 2026 is about embracing the energy of 2016. For some reason, we were all just united, like online and in person. Like, my intentions for 2026 is to still make more YouTube videos and to be just as weird as my 14-year-old self. I'm hoping I continue drawing every day. It's been so nice to just pick up a pen or pencil and just have 10 minutes to reflect on the day whilst colouring and doodling. And I'm also gonna pick up ice skating. Like, I don't give a fuck. I can't lie. It's been in my wish jar for years. I have a wish jar where, from The Artist's Way, you have to write, from the book The Artist's Way, it asks you to write a few wishes and put it in a jar. And I had these wishes from like 2020, and I still keep the jar, and one of them is to ice skate more confidently, and I truly have improved. I can skate confidently and stride more confidently. I can also stop, which is amazing. I'm so happy with that. Like, I feel more excited to go back to the rink and take some lessons. So I'm gonna buy my first pair of skates this year, and I am gonna live my Ice Princess dreams. I'd love to know what your intentions are for 2026. Leave a comment in the comments below. I'd love to know what your plans are, and remember, your wishes for 2026 can be so silly. It can be fixing your poop problem. Your wishes for 2026 can be so simple as counting how many, making a tally of how many times you use a certain word in the year. Maybe it's returning to a DIY projects or learning a new hobby. Yeah, that's about it really. I think that's the end. So yeah, as you can see in my video, I have finished the scrapbooking so far. I have a few tabs of what photos I need to put where, because I don't have access to a printer. I'll need to go to the library and print it out. I hope you enjoyed listening to me yap. I hope this was a good source of motivation for your own DIY and craft projects. Yeah, I'm wishing you all a lovely 2026 ahead. Be kind to yourself, do some silly resolutions, and keep crafting and being present, because it's only just gonna make life feel more fun. So yeah, we've done it for now. Wow. I mean, there's things to fill up, but you guys did it with me, and I appreciate you guys for that. I wouldn't have gone here without you guys. So yeah, I've been reminiscing on my year as I look through the pages. Look at this photograph, as Nickelback says. And it's been eventful. It's been full of solo trips, it's been full of exhibitions, full of films, full of good memories. That's what I'd like to say. I've got a few things to fill up still with the pink tabs there for reference, but it's looking pretty full for me, and that's enough. Even managed to put my good things notes in there and incorporate that, as well as do an achievement cake, which is great. So I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm feeling good that I can, flick back through the scrapbook of the year. And yeah, I'm excited to do more of that in 2026. Thank you for body doubling with me and for just listening to me yap. And I hope you have a lovely 2026. It's the year of the horse. Remember to slay. And if your resolution is to fix your poop problem, that is just as worthy as every other resolution out there. So yeah, go easy on yourselves, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.